Day 17. I'm reading Reader Come Home by Marianne Wolf. Letter 4, page 67. What will become of the readers we have been? That was the title. In common things that round us lies some random truth he can impart. The Harvest of a Quiet Eye, William Wordsworth. As the devotion of a life, the way of words, of knowing and loving words, is a way to the essence of things, and to the essence of knowing too. What is required for a loving that is knowing, for a knowing that is loving, is the quiet eye. John S. Dunne. Dear reader, at the end of the poet's epitaph, William Wordsworth described the legacy that the poet brings to the world as the harvest of a quiet eye. The artist Sylvia Judson used quiet eye to describe what she wants the viewer to bring to art. The theologian John Dunne used quiet eye to describe what humans need to suffuse love with knowledge. Contemporary golfers use the term to describe a method of improving their concentration. I wonder if professional golfers realize the poetry behind their swings. I employ quiet eye to crystallize both my worries and my hopes for the reader of the 21st century, whose eye increasingly will not stay still, whose mind darts like a nectar-driven hummingbird from one stimulus to another, whose quality of attention is slipping imperceptibly with consequences none could have predicted. In the last two letters, you saw how the concentration of attention allows us to hold a word, a sentence, a passage in such a manner that we can move through multiple processes to all the layers of meaning, form, and feeling that enhance our lives. But what if our capacity to perceive is actually decreasing because we are confronted with too much information, as the philosopher Joseph Piper once wrote? What if we have become virtually addicted to the heightened sensory stimulation that composes much of our daily lives and cannot stop ourselves from pursuing it incessantly, as Judith Shulevitz suggests in The Sabbath World, Glimpse of a Different Order of Time, and as the technology experts in persuasion design principles know very well. The present letter to you confronts two central questions with implications far beyond any answer available now. Are we as a society beginning to lose the quality of attention necessary to give time to the essential human faculties that make up and sustain deep reading? If the answer is yes, what can we do? Addressing these questions begins by understanding the fundamental tension between our evolutionary writing and contemporary culture. Frank Schirmacher, the late editor of the influential Frankfurter some journal, I guess, placed the origins of the conflict within our species need to be instantly aware of every new stimulus, what some call our novelty bias. Hypervigilance toward the environment has important survival value. Undoubtedly, this reflex saved many of our prehistoric ancestors from threats signaled by the barely visible tracks of the deadly tiger or the soft susurrus of venomous snake in the underbush. As Srimaha Sharmaha described it, the problem is that contemporary environments bombard us constantly with new sensory stimuli as we splice our attention across multiple digital devices most of our days, and as often as not, nights shortened by our attention to them. A recent study by Time Incorporation of the media habits of people in their 20s indicated that they switched media source 27 times an hour. On average, they now check their cell phone between 150 and 190 times a day. As a society, we are continuously distracted by our environment, and our very wiring as hominids aid and abets this. We do not see or hear with the same quality of attention because we see and hear too much, become habituated, and then seek still more. Okay, I think that's a signal to stop here. Good, this is Minky. Please correct me if you can. Thank you.